everybody, and welcome to the video. One diet that doesn't seem to be going anywhere is the intermittent fasting. It has been popular for a long time and it continues to be very, very popular. Well, why is it so popular? Well, it seems that a lot of scientists have studied it and there do appear to be a lot of different health benefits to intermittent fasting. Of course, nothing is proven, but three main things are a longer life, who doesn't want that, a sharper mind, and a leaner body. Along with those already amazing advantages are a lowering of type 2 diabetes, lowering of blood pressure, heart health, reduced risk of cancer. Well, that sounds like a whole lot of reasons to give intermittent fasting a try. Now, within the realm of intermittent fasting, there are so many variables. Probably the most common one that we all hear about is the 16-8. So they do fasting for 16 hours and then they have an 8-hour eating window. So that is a very popular one. As well, there is the 18-6, then the 24, so 20 hours of fasting and 4-hour eating window. Some people do intermittent fasting during the week, but really have wide open eating window on the weekends. I'm going to try 3 different days of intermittent fasting. Tomorrow, I'm going to do the 16-8, the most popular one. After the 16-8, I'm going to try the 18-6. And finally, I'll try the 24. So let's see, in the morning, I'll be getting ready for Orange Theory. I won't be having any milk in my tea. And let's see what other changes are going to be there. We'll see you in the morning. So good morning. And I'm getting ready for my first day of intermittent fasting. And I'm starting with the 16-8. Now, I've decided after much thought that I'm going to go from 11. My window will be from 11 a.m. until 7 p.m. Unlike Jennifer Aniston and Pamela Anderson, who both broke their fast at 10 a.m. till 6, we generally eat a little bit later in the day. So I think I'd rather have that extra hour in the morning. So I won't eat until 11. So then there will have to be some minor changes. Paul and I talked about it last night. So he did bring in my tea with no milk. I typically have a little splash of milk in my tea. But he also brought me my greens drink, which I typically have before I go to Orange Theory. But I'll have to save that for later because that would in fact be breaking my fast too early. So I can go with the black tea and that's all I'm going to have until 11. I'll do my workout and I'll see you then. So it's 11 o'clock and it's time to break the fast. I've already been to Orange Theory. I typically get home at 9:30, which is when I eat. But today I did some other errands around the house. I went and did, got a car wash, etc. So now it's time to break my fast. I'm going to have a typical breakfast for me, which is the oatmeal and the chia seeds and the flax seeds and some fruit, etc. I haven't had anything yet, so not even milk in my tea. I'll be able to now have my greens, have my breakfast. So far, you know what, I mean, I can't lie. I do feel extra hungry for sure, but the point is we then go and we eat normally. And I think that this is, you know what, probably this is why this one is the easiest and most popular in the intermittent fasting schedules. So I'm going to enjoy my breakfast and I'll see you at dinner time. So I came out for a walk and thought I'll just pop into Starbucks and have some lunch. Not really a huge lunch, just going to have these egg bites. And I'll be having dinner on the early side for me. And there's nothing is going to do it. I don't even think I'm going to have a snack today. See you at dinner. This is not all for me, even though this is intermittent fasting. I've got 20 minutes till my window closes and fasting starts again at 7 p.m. So I've made some shrimp and mango stir fry. I've added some chicken dumplings along the outside. There are some noodles underneath there too. I'm trying to get my protein in to keep me full. After I have this is going to be the end of my first day of intermittent fasting at the 16-8 schedule. Good morning. So I'm back from OT and now I'm typically having my breakfast. Get home at 9:30. I'm usually eating right now, but 18-6 today on my intermittent fasting, I'm not eating until noon. So I typically go for my walk in the afternoon, but I think I'm going to get put a sweatshirt and stuff on, and I think I'm going to go for my walk now, and I'll have my lunch, because I guess I'm skipping breakfast. I'll be having my lunch at noon. I'm also going to drink some of this, which is not something that I usually have. 0 calories, has some electrolytes apparently. Anyway, feel not bad. Time to break my fast. It's just after 12 o'clock, and I'm going straight into lunch. I have to miss my breakfast, and I'm a real good breakfast girl. But I made myself a Beyond Meat burger. I added some veggies and a salad, added a strawberry and some feta. And I didn't go with any kind of low calorie dressing here. Added olive oil. I want to get the fat in too, so that I will be sustained for longer. I'll be on my 6-hour window. I'll have to finish my eating before 6 o'clock tonight. So I'll see you at dinner time. Okay, it's dinner time. Just before, about 5:45, I have about 15 minutes window. Paul and Victoria really wanted pizza, so pizza it is. I made some salad. So the one thing that I really want to emphasize here is with the shortened eating window, I really have not had as much protein as I typically have, because in effect, I've skipped a whole meal. I did not have my breakfast. So I'm going to add, there's not that much protein on the pizza. I'm going to add a good serving, or probably 2 servings of cottage cheese to get me up to my usual amount of protein, which is really around 100 grams a day. And so that's just something that you need to be aware of. When your window is shortened, you still need to get in your good amount of healthy macros. Who knew? I put the cottage cheese on the pizza, and it's really good. I'm shocked. I'm just going to be off to Orange Theory now. This is day 3. We're moving on to the 24 intermittent fasting split, which means 20 hours of me fasting and only 4 hours of me eating. What's really kind of worrying me about that was even yesterday when I did 18-6, I didn't feel like I got all my protein in. This means that I have to get all of my calories in those 4 hours. So this, I think, is really for somebody that's got a really big appetite. My meals are not usually that huge, but I want to make sure that I'm getting my calories because I don't want to be losing weight. The one thing that I've kind of gotten used to is I'm having this clear tea since I can't break my fast, and it's actually not bad, although it stains your teeth much, much more than if you add a little bit of milk. So I am going to, after Orange Theory, I think I'm going to go out and do some groceries or something because I can't have my first meal. The way that I've split it, I'm only going to be eating from 1 until 5. That's my 4-hour window. It's eating time, and I am really, really hungry. In fact, I went to 1:30 instead of 1 o'clock because Paul was on the phone and I didn't have a cameraman. But I'm ready. I've made this wonderful salad. I've got tuna. I even added, because I said last night that I was worried about not enough protein, I've added a couple of slices of turkey bacon, a little bit of yogurt dressing in there, some beets. I've got 2 pieces of rye bread along with some nut butter. I want to make sure that I got enough calories and protein in. This will have to last me for the 4 hours. I have to be finished my last meal by 5:30. And I'm ready to go. But you know, otherwise, I feel better than I thought I would. I don't really feel starving, but I'm definitely ready to eat. I'm gonna dig in. So the one thing I'm also thinking about is I'm gonna have this giant thing right now. I have to be finished my last meal by 5:30 in 4 hours. How am I gonna eat again in between? I don't know that I'm gonna be that hungry, but who knows? Maybe I will be. It's time to eat again. And you want to know the crazy thing? You saw my lunch. I had that tuna salad with the beets and the everything, and I couldn't even finish it. I was starving, but as I got eating, I couldn't even finish. So I finished probably 3/4 of it, so that was all right. Then I had to walk to the dentist, and I put a protein bar in my pocket to walk home with because I was about a half an hour walk. And I couldn't even eat that. And I'm not overly hungry now. It's about 4:45, but I have to be finished eating by 5 o'clock, so I've got to eat up. I want to make sure again with the protein. I'm really worried about the protein. So I've got some steak, and I've got some scallops, and then I've got onions and mushrooms and zucchini and peppers, and some baked potato. I only like the skin. What can I tell you? But I'm going to have a bit of sour cream, and I like lemon and a bit of salt on it. So I'll have that. I don't know. This one, I'm going to be way under my calories for the day. And, you know, we're going to talk about this tomorrow because this is my last day. I'm not doing 1 meal a day, which would be the next step. We are back to regularly scheduled programming, and this morning before I went to Orange Theory, I did have my greens drink and I had milk in my tea. But let me tell you, those 3 days of intermittent fasting were a real eye-opener. I can see why the 16-8 is so popular. Even with all the celebrities like Jennifer Aniston, which I mentioned before, it is so doable. You can modify, you can move things, and you have an 8-hour window in which to eat all of your food. If you're looking for something to change up your diet, possibly help you with type 2 diabetes, possibly help you to lose weight, this really might be a good option. Of course, you do have to think about, can you get your whole family on side? It's really hard to do these things on your own. When I did that one, I found it very easy peasy, 16-8. I went a little bit later because we eat later in the day, but it was very doable. On the second day, when I did the 18-6, I found that a little bit harder. You saw when I had the pizza, I hadn't had enough protein, and that's something you're going to have to watch out for because you really, really need your protein and all of your other nutrients, okay? So when you're now down to only 6 hours of eating, it's hard to get maybe all of your necessary nutrients in there. Yesterday it wasn't difficult as far as hungry, and with a 20-hour fast and only a 4-hour window, that's a lot of calories to pack into that short amount of time. The thing that surprised me was that I was not hungry. Now, I know that there is an appetite stimulating hormone called ghrelin, and I know that that can be suppressed with fasting. But what surprised me is, could it apply to me so fast? That was only 3 days of really mild fasting, and yet that's the third day, and yet I really didn't feel hungry. And to be very honest, I did not get all of my calories in yesterday with having only that 4-hour window. So that I think you really have to be careful with. The 5-2 I think could be a really good option for many people. Eating 5 days normally and only 2 days very restricted, maybe 500 calories a day, or complete fasting. And I think that for some people that could be very doable. You could possibly eat 5 days and then maybe Mondays and Thursdays have your ultra low calories. So there is a lot to be said for intermittent fasting. Of course, this is not for type 1 diabetics, nor is it for pregnant or nursing mothers, or anybody that has any other underlying medical conditions. But it really is worth looking into. And I'm glad that I did it. I think I got a really better understanding of what the whole hype is about. And I could see where it could fit in for a lot of people. It is the one thing that I think a lot of people might really love about it is nobody's telling you what to eat. They're only telling you when to eat. Many experts have found that people do very well making the right choices, and most people can lose weight effectively. Of course, there are some people that starve to death and then they're like just gorging, and of course that is not going to work. If it's something that you're interested in, I suggest you might want to look into it. So that's going to be it for the video today, and I hope that you enjoyed it. And if you did, please give it a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next one.